Good morning, friends. So yesterday we looked at some penguin videos and kind of introduced them, and we read a story about them too. So today we're going to talk about words that have to do with penguins that we'll be seeing throughout the rest of January. So these are our vocabulary words, and I'm going to go over them with you and talk about them a little bit, and then you will have an activity where you will go and match the words to the right picture, okay? So let's look at this first picture right here. This one right here. So this is a big old chunk of ice standing up in the water. So it's a big old chunk of ice in the water. That is called an iceberg. Okay, so big, tall, it almost looks like a rock, but it's really cold ice. That is called an iceberg. Let's look at our next picture. We have a little boy, and he has a backpack with all sorts of cool stuff in there. It looks like he might have a blanket and a light, some binoculars to look through, and I think he's holding a map. So this right here, the word that we will see is the word quest. So the little boy is going on a quest, which is really just like a really cool adventure. So he's going to look for something, and I think that might have to do with the penguins. When they go find a new home, they go on a quest to find a good spot, okay? So we have iceberg and quest. Let's look at our next picture. Oh my goodness, what are these? So this is a penguin right here, and these are his little feet, okay? But penguins have something cool about their feet, and right in there between his toes, there's something called webs. So kind of like ducks, they have little flaps of skin between their toes that make them webbed, and that helps them swim. So our word for this picture will be webbed feet. Okay, webbed feet. The next picture, what are those? They're kind of like a penguin's arms or wings. And when they waddle around, they kind of move back and forth. And those are called the penguin's flippers. So it's like if you were gonna say hi with your hand, their flippers do the same thing. They flip back and forth, they help them swim and move. Okay, so his little arms and wings are called flippers. Oh, look at our next picture. What is that? What animal is this right here? Yes, that is what is it? Let's see. A penguin. So that is the animal that we are talking about. This one is a grown-up penguin, so like a mommy or a daddy. It looks like a big old daddy penguin to me. Our next picture, I don't know if you can see it right under there, but that's a penguin. And right under there is an egg with a baby in it. So just like chickens, the penguins sit on top of the eggs to keep them warm. And that is really what it means when we say this big fancy word, to incubate. So incubate is when the mama goes and sits on the egg to keep it warm until the baby can grow enough. And speaking of babies, look at that. Here we have an egg, and it's cracked on the side. And can you tell what that is sticking out? Right there sticking out. That's a little baby penguin foot. That is so silly. So his little foot is getting right out of that egg. And whenever they crack the side of the egg and start to come out, that is called when they hatch. So hatch. A cracked egg means it's hatching. Okay. Then we have, oh, he looks like a furry little penguin. So he's not a big daddy or a big mama, but this is more like a little kid penguin or a baby. Okay, and our little baby penguins are called chicks. Okay, little baby penguin is a chick. Two more. Oh, there's another little baby penguin. But this little baby penguin is laying down on the ice. And right over here above his head is his mama. So this little part of mama is kind of like her belly. But that is called a pouch. So just like kangaroos, penguins have a pouch for the babies to keep them safe and warm. Oop. And our last one, this looks like another iceberg, but instead of up and down like this one, so this one's really tall up and down. This one goes sideways, and there's some mountains back here. And this is Antarctica. Okay, so this picture is Antarctica, which is a very, very cold, cold place. And I bet we might find some penguins there if we went. Okay, so there's our penguin words for this unit. So go click the next link and go see if you can match the pictures.